My name is Adam Williams Armenta, Bachelor of Science in Accountancy, Section 1. Step number 1. Select the text. When you want to format characters, select the character first. You can select a single character, an entire word, a sentence, a paragraph, or a multiple paragraphs. Whatever text you select before applying a format is a text that will take on the character formatting you apply. Step number 2. Choose format. Click the boldface, italic, or underline button in the font section of your home ribbon to apply any of those formats. Shortcut for boldface, Ctrl plus capital B. For italic, Ctrl plus capital I. Underline, Ctrl plus capital U. Number 3. Select font. To change the selected text font or text that you're about to type, click the drop-down arrow to the right of the Ribbon's font name box and drag your mouse through the font link. As you do, your selected text will change to reflect that font, showing you exactly what your selected text will look like. After you select or click to select new font, your selected text will change to that font. Step number 4. Change the font size. To change the font size for the selected text, click the drop-down arrow to the right of the font size list. You'll also see a live preview of the font size change if you selected before changing the font size. When you click to select a size, the selected font will change its size. You can also click the grow font and shrink font to the right of the font size list box to increase or decrease selected font size by 1 point each time you select. Step number 5. Apply a new color. To change the color of the text or text you're about to type, click the font color button on the ribbon. A color dialog box showing a palette appears if you want to select a color that doesn't show on the drop-down color choices. Click a color on the palette to change your selected text to that color. Step number 6. Display the font dialog box. Instead of using the ribbon to apply the character formats, you can select such format in the font dialog box. Display the font dialog box by clicking the font dialog button at the lower right corner of your ribbon's font section.
Hi, I'm Angela Andres from Group 2. Documents layout includes margins, the space between the text and the top, bottom, left, and right edges of the paper. Paragraph layout includes line spacing, indents, and tabs. In Word, the information about paragraph format is stored in the paragraph mark at the end of a paragraph. On the Home tab, click the Line and Paragraph Spacing command. Hover the mouse over Add Space before paragraph or remove space after paragraph from the drop-down menu. A live preview of the paragraph spacing will appear in the document, and select the paragraph spacing you want to use.
So, hello everyone, this is Trisha Balyaran from BSA 2A. I'm going to tackle about how to apply borders and shadings in Microsoft Word. Borders and shadings can be applied to paragraphs, charts, tables, images, and other types of objects within Microsoft Word. In this video, I will demonstrate how to apply a borders and shadings to a paragraph. To add a border, select your text. This is the border button. Right here, I'm going to click the drop down arrow next to the border button, and I'm going to select outside border. You'll notice that the border goes around the enter line. To remove the border, select your text. Click the drop down arrow next to the border button, then select no border. And now the border has been removed. If you want to customize your border a little, select your text. Go into the drop-down arrow next to the border button, select borders and shadings. In this area, you'll have to select the settings that you would like. I'm going to select box in the style section. You would scroll through and select the line style that you'd like. In this section, you can select the color of the line that you would like. And in this section, you can select how thick you want the width of the line. Notice the preview and area. Whatever you see on this side is what will happen inside of the document. For example, if I click on this line, here I would only have a bottom border. I can click back again, I have my box border. This section and apply to will let you determine if you want it to be around the enter paragraph, which in this case is just one line, or if you just want it around the outside of the text, I'm going to go ahead and select paragraph and then OK. I'd be able to customize my text by centering it and making it stand out in a little bit more. Now, if you really want to make this pop, you would add a little bit of your shading. To add shading, you'll select your text, go up to the shading button, select the drop-down arrow, pick a light shade that would allow your text to stand out. To remove shades, select your text, go up to the shade button. You would select no color and that would be removed. I'm going to go ahead and select my text again because I want to give you one more little tip. If you click the drop down arrow next to your border button and you select the border and shading option, in this area you also notice that there's a shading tabs, and I can go to the full color and I can select a full color that I like. Notice the preview area here and I can select OK. You'll notice that it makes a difference in how you select your text if you point towards select text from the selection bar. It's basically selecting the enter line, which means if you apply a shading, it is going to go across the enter line. And if you apply a border, it will go across the enter page. Whereas if I simply double click on an area and only select that word and I apply a shade and a border, it only goes around the area. And that is for this video. Thank you.